What's up, guys? Spenny. There are people who are very guilty in the Epstein files, and then there are people who have been vindicated completely in the Epstein files. Like, for instance, this FBI document that dropped today proving that President Trump was snitching on Epstein to the cops in Palm Beach. Donald Trump has been outed as a FBI informant by the speaker. President Trump built his early political career on telling all of America that Jeffrey Epstein was a dirty, filthy criminal and degenerate, along with Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew and so on. And here you can see in the document, Donald Trump telling them who to go after, saying go after Ghislaine Maxwell. She's sick, saying that Jeffrey Epstein preyed on little kids, and talking to the cops about Jeffrey Epstein, talking to the cops in order to get Jeffrey Epstein arrested. That's what's available in this document. All of the corporate media is publishing this. Trump reportedly called the police about Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell was evil. Every single outlet has reported this, all the way up to ABC News, NBC News, CNN. They're all freaking out about it, crying, forced to admit Trump blew the whistle on Jeffrey Epstein. People are making memes about it. Oh, cool. And using our tweet to do that. I think it's a great meme. Yes. Trump called the cops on Epstein. Trump reported Epstein before Epstein became a convicted sex offender. That's very important in the timeline. It is probably because of President Trump that Epstein became a convicted sex offender. Bill Gates befriended Epstein after he was a convicted sex offender. Democrats won't mention Bill Gates' name publicly. They call President Trump a rapist. This is why Donald Trump calls it a hoax. Okay. Now, there are mentions of Elon Musk in these files as well. We've covered that. Right? That it was just tertiary emails. I mean, unless you have some type of other evidence, it's just like back and forth trying to schedule a meeting emails. And Elon Musk has said many months ago that he never met Jeffrey Epstein, never flew on his plane, never went to his island, never was in the same room as the guy. Okay. I mean, we believe him. You're going to have to present other evidence to prove otherwise. But they had like an email exchange where they were trying to get together. Okay. Didn't happen. So it is what it is. But Elon Musk has been going hard in on Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon has a much closer relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. In full disclosure, I like Steve Bannon. He's been on the program. I like his insights into things. So I'm like, but this is what it is. We're going to report on it. Here we go. Epstein was working with Steve Bannon on a global populist movement before his arrest. The anti-elite crusader taking advice from the most elite pedophile on earth. This is just this is just a matter of fact. There's a ton of emails and messages between the two of them. You can see here in the Steve Bannon email file, people have replicated the email. This is like amazing, the world that we live in. They've replicated Jeffrey Epstein's, it's called Jmail, Jeffrey Epstein's email accounts. So you can see here a voluminous number of emails from Steve Bannon. Loading page 2 of 6. There are 7,500 emails with Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon, sex offender plea deal case. So this would be what the email looks like. Here are the text messages with Steve Bannon. You can see here. It's wild that you can do this. Text messages from Steve Bannon and with Steve Bannon. You see, there are lots of them. We've addressed some of them on the program. Some of the crypto scam stuff. So, anyway, it's very unique and very interesting. Does it show criminality? Does it show a lack of judgment? It is what it is. Steve Bannon spent over a year coordinating with Jeffrey Epstein on how to rehab Jeffrey Epstein's image. The texts show the documentary where they were filming paid for by Epstein, while Bannon would keep the profits. Bannon has refused to release many, many hours of footage. I mean, this is something that was well known before it gets deleted, the full Jeffrey Epstein interview by Steve Bannon. I'm not sure if it's the full one, but it's part of it. It's a 2-hour Jeffrey Epstein interview. A lot of information surrounding the Epstein files has been taken down or redacted. Make sure to bookmark this. Here's the full 1 hour. 2
Remember, when
hours.
you're answering on these questions,
And you can
I'm
hear
not in the
Steve
shot,
Bannon
and they're never going to hear my voice. So a little bit, you got to repeat in your answer, you got to repeat what my question was.
Oh,
A little
boy.
bit.
Okay.
Santa Fe Institute. Why, when you're at the top of your game on Wall Street, do you decide to finance, which was at the time, or endow, or become the donor or sponsor, however you want to say it, for what was considered the most cutting edge group of mathematicians in the world? Action.
So Santa Fe Institute in the late 80s, early 90s, I was interested, I was on the board of Rockefeller.
So there we go. So you can go watch it. Yeah, I encourage you to. I encourage you to go watch it, go read all the emails, go look at all the text messages for yourself. Very interesting. Jeffrey Epstein saying that that the devil scares him. I was wondering if he's the devil.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Because you have all the attributes. You're incredibly smart. You remember the devil is somebody knows
smart?
the devil's brilliant. You read Milton's Paradise Lost.
No, the devil scares me.
Satan.
The devil scares me, says Jeffrey Epstein. Michael Flynn saying this is really, really ugly, in an exchange where Steve Bannon is talking about, whether he would run the White House with certain selections for personnel, disparaging, in some cases, President Trump, and so on. Steve Bannon right here. He is competitive, which only reinforces how stupid Trump is. To think I worked this hard for 10 years to get psycho Chris Christie running the country. Well, anyway, there's lots of these, but it's Elon Musk who is now taking sort of a very proactive stance in, going after Steve Bannon for his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. So that's the relationship. There is a relationship there. Steve Bannon was working with Epstein in order to try and rehabilitate his image. They exchanged and shared correspondence a lot and recently. And here we go. And another one goes down, but still no arrests, says Elon Musk. Elon Musk regularly talking about how it's mind-blowing that not a single person has been arrested on the Epstein list. Elon Musk sharing this. We need to seriously investigate Steve Bannon and his connection to Epstein. The guy was defending him way too hard. Definitely something shady about it. Keep Bannon and his crew away from Trump at all costs. Steve Bannon, man of the people, says Dinesh D'Souza, planning to produce pro-Epstein documentary the day of his arrest. Elon, thank you for taking down Epstein. You are a hero. Elon buying Twitter, collapse the global pederast ring. Steve Bannon is evil, says Elon Musk. And all of the just sort of social commentary and emails that they had together. Europe can be a wife, not a mistress. Other than the founding fathers, no one has done more for free speech rights and the First Amendment than Elon Musk. Elon Musk saying, Roger Stone saying, certainly turned out to be right about Steve Bannon. Bannon is evil, Elon Musk has tweeted many times. Given how close Steve Bannon and Epstein were in Epstein's arrest, Bannon is likely to be involved in nearly every illegal activity that Epstein engaged in, at the very least had detailed knowledge of numerous crimes and never reported them. It's time to investigate Bannon. Elon Musk has been sharing nonstop about investigating Steve Bannon, planning to produce a documentary. Emails revealed Bannon was organizing a documentary to counter Netflix's Epstein series, planning to film on Little St. John and include interviews with Epstein associates. Whoa. I mean, you got to release the footage, right? Steve Bannon chilling with Epstein inside of his office. That's a real selfie pic with Bannon and Epstein. They took selfies together. And listen, it's just not a good look. I mean, I'm telling you, it's not a good look. Not sure if there's anything criminal there, but it ain't a good look. It's not a good look for a lot of people, but it's not a good look for Steve. It ain't. Big differences. Steve Bannon, best friends with Epstein, hundreds of texts with Epstein, money laundering, gifts, political power. Likely visited the island multiple times. I don't know about that. Reid Hoffman, hundreds of emails, confirmed visits to Epstein Island, sent gifts to the island. Elon Musk never visited the island, declined every single invitation, calling for full prosecutions, and offering legal help to the victims. But the media only attacks Elon Musk. Yikes. Steve Bannon should be marked and avoided by everybody in the conservative movement. The more I learn about his relationship with Epstein, the more I'm disgusted. As I've said before, Steve Bannon has been a friend of our program, on our show. I'm not going to accuse the guy of any wrongdoing. I'm saying it looks bad. That's all. I'm saying it looks bad. Yeah. I catch pedophiles and have been invited on every single show except Bannon's War Room. Now I understand why. Steve Bannon is evil. Definitive case against Steve Bannon. Elon Musk sharing this. This is to say Steve Bannon was in daily communication with Jeffrey Epstein. The Steve Bannon texts. It worked, putting the spell on him. The Pope was wrong on policy. You're an honorary Jew anyway. Now it's no longer Judeo-Christian, just Judeo. Honored. I will drop the Christian in Christian Zionist. You must admit you look a little like a priest in The Exorcist, just missing the hat and the green slime. Ugh. Kind of gross messages, honestly. Bannon was laundering money for evil people, says Elon Musk. You can see the evil oozing out of Bannon's face. Yikes. Bannon's list of crimes is very, very long, says Elon Musk. Bannon was using Warcraft gold as a means of laundering illegal money for criminals. Goodness gracious. Steve Bannon is known for inflating his personal influence. His history of selling World of Warcraft gold is a matter of public record. Although these activities violated the game's terms of service, making them illegal by Blizzard standards, the operations themselves are thoroughly documented. He has always been scummy. Back in 2007, Bannon was coincidentally running a Chinese company that sold in-game gold for real cash. After a few trades, good luck tracking where the money came from. Would be a great way to money launder. Okay, bad news Bannon. He's been bad news wherever he goes. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen. There's the email address. Here's the address. You can go look at them yourself. I think that absolutely no one should be protected. And I think that the next 3 million documents that they still have on Epstein should have even more revelations. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen, about Steve Bannon now? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Benny. See ya.